Hey guys, welcome back. It is your favorite Gimp of the Limp, and we're going to jump right back into some more of Lock and Load Tactical Heroes of the Bitter Wife. So let's jump right into where we left off. I forgot one of the counters. Little salt move counter here. Let's pull that one off. All right. Got all the counters off from the previous turn, so we are jumping into the next turn. Should be turn 3. We are down to 7 German tanks and 4 of the Soviet tanks. They took a little bit of a beating on the previous turn, unfortunately, for me. The airstrike with the Stuka worked pretty well. So let's go ahead and roll for them and see who's going to have the initiative. We'll do gray as usual for the Germans, red for the Soviets, and see who's going to win it. All right, and rolling for them. What is it? Frigate die. Okay, let's roll again and see who's going to get it. And rolling again. You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. Okay, let's try this one more again. All right, who's going to get it? Third time. Okay, finally, one of them won it. We'll go with the Germans. Germans have it. And I'm probably going to make some judgment calls on this because I don't know that rushing forward will be a good idea for the Germans. Although they do have one position. They could maybe move up here on the right. But now that I actually look at it again, I was actually thinking that a shot from here onto this tank would be a side shot. But he was the one that actually took out the KV-1 that was up on that little hill there. So he didn't fire that. Let's do our card. There's no shaken units yet, obviously. Nobody in threat range. Threat range, again, is 1 or 2 hexes, so nobody's closed in. Highest firepower closest to a player unit, fire. Highest firepower closest to a shaken unit, move towards or execute victory conditions. Victory condition is basically wiping out the Soviets, so it's easy to kind of do the victory conditions here. All right. This is where it's going to actually start turning into a slugfest because they do have a lot of the acquiring, which I did miss on my second video, the acquiring markers, but obviously I picked those up. I did arrange it now so that these types of acquiring markers are being used by the Soviets and these types are being used by the Germans. Easier for me to keep track of which is which. So it looks like there's only one German tank that has an acquiring marker, and it's one of their highest firepower units, and it's the one that's got Devon riding in it. So we're probably gonna do the shot with that. Mr. Heinkel is going to take the shot. He is going to take out the T-34. He is going to fire it's gonna be a front shot right there against him, but that's all right. Let's see, Panzer IV-G. Panzer IV-G is going to be, he's at close range. He's got acquiring and he's got leadership bonus. So damn, now we're actually reversing it around because at first it was barely able to get a hit and now it's going to be barely able to miss because with these 2 bonuses, he's going to be hitting on anything but a 12. Because he's getting to subtract 2 from already hitting on a 9 and getting a penetration of 5 at this range. Here's the thing, though. Firing at this tank, all of those odd hits are the ones that are going to miss. So he needs an even shot, an even roll on this to hit. An even roll. Now, normally the 2s would be a hull hit, but I have been counting those as turret hits since these guys were in place, but We'll go with it. So basically, 2d6 roll, can't be a 12, has to be even. Otherwise, the T-34 will eat it and just negate it right off the bat. And he still has to penetrate after being able to hit the target. All right, does he hit? 8, that's a hit. That is a turret hit. That is a turret hit. He got the even. He got the even result. All right. Now he's still got to penetrate. And now, let's see, the turret. Now they're actually getting to where the the Germans have the advantage. His penetration at this closer range is 5. The armor is frontal armor, so he would have to be firing at the rear of the turret to get down to a 3. But still, the turret is 4, whereas the hull would have been 5. But the hull is in place, so he's not going to have to worry about that. So, actually, let me grab the gray dice out. Easier to keep track of. Gray dice is for the Germans. Too bad they didn't get the 6. He's getting to add 5. The red dice is getting to add 4. And they're still going to have to not get shaken. All right. Does he get the tank? Oh, he did get the tank. No. Oh, I was thinking the emplacement was going to make the difference. Oh, it's going to make the difference. But this is not good. Oh, I keep spinning that thing. Damn. Lost the emplacement. This is not a good way to start out. I don't have to worry about doing an acquiring marker, so that acquiring is done. I think I'm out of rec markers. There might be some more in the box, but I'll worry about digging those out later. Oh, no, he did have the acquiring on that target. That was the reason why he was hitting so well. So this one's coming off. The T-34 that was acquiring is now done. Don't have to worry about that. He has fired. Okay. Wow. Oh, okay. I've got 3 tanks left. And now we got to try to hit. I got to fire with someone I got acquiring markers on. All right. So this tank is acquiring here. This tank is acquiring here. But both of these guys are in rubbled hexes, which means they are adding 3 to the roll, making it harder to hit. Let's see, it's T-34 or the T-70, which the T-70 actually isn't too bad, but we'll do that. We're going to do a T-70 here instead. T-70 firing on, he has to fire here, and that's a Panzer IV-F. 4F coming through. Okay. It's not a difference because the Panzer IV has the same 3 armor. Pretty much with the exception of its rear of the turret is a 2. The rest of it doesn't matter for us. All right, so he's firing there. He is getting to subtract 1, but they are adding 3, so that gives us a net of adding 2 to the totality of the roll. What range are we at here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It puts him at medium range. Oh. Adding 2 to it, so he is going to need, 8 or under to get the head off, and still only a penetration of 2. And let's roll for it and see what we get. What is that? No, he got the 8, but he's still having to add 2, which means that is a 10 total. That is a whiff. Shit. Okay. Well, he's double acquired. On this. Damn, I only got 2 shots left. At best, I can take out 2 of their tanks. I mean, it's my 2 best shots, but still. Ugh. And this guy doesn't have an acquiring marker. Okay. All right. What are the Germans going to do here? The Germans, it's probably going to be more firing, and definitely want to fire with the ones that they've got acquiring markers. He's got acquiring. No, he's acquiring. They don't have any acquiring. They just took their best shot. Their best shot was the one that was leader with the acquired marker. So the rest of these are going to be just straight out shots. But at least they're not getting the penalty from moving. So no assault move penalties. Okay. Damn. All right. Nobody at close range. Number of activated, 8 less than activated is passes. No, it's 1 each. So they're not going to pass. Closest target, dynamic move towards. In this one, I'm not going to dynamic move them. Dynamic move is that thing like a low crawl or assault move, something like that. And there's really no reason. Well, that might be, actually. Now, here's the thing. Do I want to move them closer to maybe get a shot? Because we got a Panzer III over here that... Let's see, range of 6 hexes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, yeah, he's 1 hex out from the closest tank. And now that this closest tank has been taken out, that's going to make an issue for them. He's not going to have the best of shots Yeah, he can hit him there, but he's right there on the lip. If he moves forward, he's not going to have a shot. If I move him forward 1 hex, that gets him into a better range where he's hitting on, let's see, he would be hitting 9 instead, but he's getting the movement penalty, so it's still the same. So it's not going to matter, but it gets him higher penetration, which could come in handy for him. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We are going to do the dynamic move towards, and we are going to do that because by him moving forward, the wheat gives him nothing. So there's really no point in him staying there. But if I get him 1 hex closer, the chance for him to hit is no different. He's still going to have like the same type of penalty. It's not going to matter. He's 1 hex better, puts him at a better range, so it's easier for him to hit. But he gets the movement penalty, so it's really changing nothing, but it gets him 1 more point of penetration, which is the better bet. So in essence, I can fire a shot with the same odds of hitting with either 4 penetration or 3 penetration. So there's no reason not to go ahead and do the 4 penetration, the better chance. Okay, here's the thing. He's only going to hit on 7 or under, but odds are missing because they're going to negate, which means he's only going to hit if he gets a 2, 4, or 6. If he gets a 3, 5, or 7, then he still misses the shot. And unfortunately, 7s are the most likely thing you're going to roll on 2d6. So, it is what it is. But I am giving him his best chance possible. All right, so let's roll for the big guy. What is he going to get? No, he got the 6. He got the shit. He got the 6. He got the 6. Okay, that means he has hit this T-34. Still a frontal shot. Penetration is now even. It's 4 on 4, so it literally comes down to who rolls the highest on this. And let me remind myself what happens if they equal each other as far as penetration goes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. If the rolls equal and he fails his morale check, then he abandons. So that is a bigger deal. Okay. Let's roll for him. What does he have? No. Okay. This game just swung hard. I expected the Germans to just get raffle stomped and just done with, but the Germans have come back with a vengeance. I don't think there's any pulling this out now because it's 2 in place positions just gone. 2 burning wrecks. Crap. Okay. What'd I do with that? Okay. Put this one there as well. Yeah. The Germans, that assault move made all the difference to give him that extra little bit of penetration on that roll. Oh, no. That I've only got 1 shot left I can take. Only 1. This one going on to this fool right here, this last Panzer IV-G. If I can take him out, that might be all right. But these 2 being done with their emplacement, the emplacements was the only thing that I thought was going to keep the Soviets good, because otherwise they really had no cover. But you're negating half the hits. That's a big deal. Seems like this scenario really comes down to whether or not those tanks that are in place can weather the shots that are coming at them and pick off enough of the incoming guys, but it does not seem like that happened. All right, so T-34 is going to be firing at a Panzer IV-G. He's going to be firing at a range of, that's going to be more than 6. 1, 2, 3. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so 8 hexes. That's going to put him at medium range. Gives him 4 penetration, but he's only going to be hitting on 6 or better. Because of his acquiring marker, he will be hitting on 7 or better. But he's got rubble, so now you got to remove 3, so that means he's only going to be hitting on 4 or under. That's not good. All right, 4 or under, baby. 4 or under. Magic number. Roll low. 6. No, that is not going to work. That is too much, and that's probably it. The Soviets are not going to weather this. If they lose another tank, they're down to 1. All right. He will get an acquiring marker, though. We'll get that acquiring. Going towards this one. Oh, no, he was already acquiring. It was the Germans. I already gave him that bonus. It just wasn't enough to overcome that rubble. It's the Germans that need to get the acquiring markers. All right, let's draw up for the next German card, see what they're going to get. It's going to be shoot my remaining tanks. No shaking guy, no shaking guy. Collisions to a target, move towards. We're just going to take the shot because I've only got 2 tanks left, although they both already fired, so it could be a chance for them to move forward, but really no reason to. If these guys miss their shots firing back at these 2 tanks, then I'll move the others up because it'd be a great time, especially for this one to get into a closer position or this one to move up and rubble this building. That way he's in a better spot. Actually, yeah, we're going to go ahead and do that while I'm thinking about it. And we're going to rubble this building. I'll grab out a rubble marker later. We'll leave the wreck there on it so I remember. But we're going to do that with him. So I remember that he has moved up. But this way he's closer and he will be able to have the rubble for protection and still be able to get shots off on the next turn. All right, so that's theirs. I'm out of activations. The next one, weapons team. There's no weapons team farthest from lowest firepower unit. This guy is going to shoot at the T-70. Yes, Panzer III is going to be firing. What's the Panzer III going to do? Come on, Panzer III. Panzer IIIs, man, have earned their weight on this scenario, especially considering that Panzer III over here took out the KV. Their weakest tank took out my strongest tank. I expected this to be a stomp, but I expected it to be a stomp in the other direction. Yep, farthest is going to fire. He's at farthest range. Is he just within 12? Is he just within 12? Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12? Oh, he's 1 hex too far. So he's got the farthest possible range. He does not have an acquiring, but we'll mark him for it. We'll mark him for it because he's going to get it on this turn if he misses. He is firing at this tank, and afterwards they still have 1 tank over here left to get a shot with. So they still have 3 tanks left to shoot after this guy. Oh, that's so bad. Okay. He can hit on a 6 or under. This guy has a wreck, so that is helping. He's not negating. So that means the Panzer III needs a 4 or under to hit, and he's only getting a penetration of 2, so it's not the best. All right, big money. Oh, no. You got to be kidding me. The dice gods have just said, that's it. That's it. Gimpy, you have lost this game. All right, he's got a penetration of 2, and he's got armor of 3, which means... gray die getting 2 added, red die getting 3 added. Does he win it? Okay, we're going to re-roll that because he got a 6, so this could make or break it. Oh, he got him. Oh, that's so bad. That is so bad. Oh, this mission is... Okay, that's it. They got it. All right, we'll let the Germans finish strong because they've just got... they've got 3 tanks left to take shots with. Okay. Let's go ahead and fire this Panzer IV-G here directly onto the last remaining T-34 because he's already fired. There's nothing left I can do. They've taken out all 3. That's just so bad. Those emplacements did nothing for me. I mean, this could have gone the other way. But it definitely did not go the other way. Panzer IV. Panzer IV's medium range. No requiring marker, so he's hitting on 7s or under. Does he hit? Wait, what are the fudging odds that he's going to not only hit, but then get the roll that he needs, an even number to take out the last remaining tank? Penetration of 4, armor value of, should be 4, yeah. Armor value of 4 at the hit location, so it's an even roll. It's an even roll. All right, is he going to be enough to penetrate? Yes, he is just enough to penetrate. I mean, they finished strong. They finished strong. They took out the last remaining Soviet tank. He is blatted. He's down. All right, that's it. This game ended. I thought this was going to be another 2 turns, but this is not going to be 2 turns. This is 1 turn. Yeah, the Germans just raffle stomped this. This is sad. Devin was mad. I think he knew I was making fun of him on the last video, and he came back with a vengeance and just took out all of them. I really think this scenario comes down to whether those emplacements like make the difference or not. If you can keep shaking off those hits, keep negating the hull hits, you're good. But if you don't, if they get the hits through, there's enough penetration to bust through those tanks. I mean, it's a good scenario. I like the hill with the open fields of fire, and it puts the Germans in a real bad position, so they have to just push forward and kind of hope for the best. And honestly, I thought the Soviets were going to walk this one, just walk it, because they started off taking out like 3 tanks, like boom, 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 taking them out. But then that airstrike, taking out the leader KV, and then this KV, I think it got abandoned, if I remember right. Or did it get destroyed? Either way, the 2 KVs being taken out was a big loss. I didn't care about losing the T-70s, but losing those KVs pretty quickly into the match made a huge difference. And then after that, it was like the Germans were just freaking laser guided. That first turn, they moved up. They weren't hitting anything because they were doing assault moves and they were firing at bad ranges and crap like that. But now, when they actually got into place, had some acquiring markers, had some leadership bonuses, it was just bullseye after bullseye taking it out. So huge difference. Hopefully, wish those emplacements had done a better job, but it's going to happen. Some games are good, some games are not. You guys stay tuned. I am going to have some more stuff coming up. Got some Western Front Ace getting ready to hit the table. I have a special bit of Heroes, not Heroes of the Bitter Harvest. Heroes of Normandy is coming up as well. Looking forward to showing you guys that one. And also going to be finishing up the Assault Sicily, which I am definitely having a blast with. You guys make sure and check that out. And also make sure and check out some more of this game, Heroes of the Bitter Harvest, because there are those 2 expansions, one for Bitter Harvest and one for Heroes of Motherland, and they actually released some scenarios where you can use those expansions with either one. I mean, you could use them either way anyway, but you know, you would have to house rule it. Now they've Lock and Load actually released scenarios that you can use those 2 expansions interchangeably with the 2 big box games. And I'm sorry, when it comes to it, like the Eastern Front stuff, if you get Heroes of the Motherland and then Heroes of the Bitter Harvest, and then the 2 expansions for those games, you have so much tactical gameplay, Eastern Front gameplay in those boxes, you'll never need another game again with just the huge amount that you have there. So definitely worth checking out. All right, that's going to be it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed this series. Stay tuned for the ones that are coming up, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Y'all take care.